Hi, everyone, and welcome to How to Finish Strong. I am so excited about this program. I really wanted to do this for you so you could finish your year strong and complete cycles. So before we get started, I want to bring up a few things that I want you to think about before you think about all the training I'm about to share with you. Number one, I want you to really get serious about finishing strong. Get serious about your business. Get serious about everything that has to do with your business, whether it's getting enough sleep, as simple as that, whether it's eating right, whether it's working out, exercising. But to finish strong, you have to have a strong and healthy body. So I want you to think about all the things that you need to do to finish strong. The next thing I want you to think about to finish strong is complete cycles. I have a little saying, any entrepreneur that wakes up without a plan is unemployed. So I want you to think about every night before you go to sleep, lay out everything you want to do, write down at least the 10 most important things you must do the next day, lay it out, and then you wake up with a plan. You're ready to go. And then when you do, time block. Make sure you're time blocking your day and hitting all the activities that you must do to be successful. So completing cycles. Completing cycles is very important. I believe one of the reasons I became so successful is because I learned to complete cycles early in my life. And I did that with sports, music, and then Mr. Murphy, my mentor, who you have heard me talk about, taught me about how to finish strong, complete strong, and complete cycles. Next, seek knowledge. No matter where you are, you need to seek more knowledge, because to become better, the only way you can become better is by continuous and never-ending improvement. So your goal is to seek knowledge to finish strong. And then here, last but not least, protect your mind. Every day when you wake up with an attitude of gratitude, no matter what's going on, right? Change your philosophy that no matter what, you're a no matter what person. You're a no matter what person. When I met my mentor that day, Mr. Murphy, and I was having a really tough time. My car broke down. Collectors were calling. I lived in a 200 square foot apartment. I'm eating tuna out of cans, and I got to walk to work again because my car broke down. And I met him that day, and I thought to myself, wow, what happened to that kid that was in the Olympic trials and held the AU record for bench press and had this beautiful voice and full scholarships? And I'll tell you what happened. I lost my confidence. So why? Because I stopped thinking the way I used to think. My attitude was shot. So my philosophy was shot. So I want you to think about your philosophy and your attitude. Your attitude is to look at things differently. Look at things more optimistically. Look at things more positive. Here's a little thing that I used to see all the time at Mr. Murphy's office, and I'll share it with you. It said, and I'll read it, stand guard at the door of your mind. Stand guard at the door of your mind. And what does that mean? Stand guard at the door of your mind means be careful what you let into your mind, because your mind is a fertile ground. I mean, Mr. Murphy would tell me that my mind was the most fertile ground you can have, and it is, because whatever you plant in your mind, it will grow. If you plant beautiful roses, it will give you beautiful roses, of course. If you plant poison, it will give you weeds, right? So whatever you plant, you will get back. In the Bible, it says what you sow, you reap, right? So what you sow, you reap. Of course, we have to cultivate the good stuff. So got to keep working at it. So stand guard at the door of your mind. Get serious, complete cycles, seek knowledge, and change your philosophy, your attitude on how you look at things. No matter what you look at it in a brighter, better way. All right? If it doesn't serve you, don't say it, don't own it, don't think it. And by the way, anybody around you that's poisoning your mind, if you can, eliminate them, get them out. Next, a major key to being effective is belief. You got to believe. I always tell everyone, belief is so important. It's self-esteem, self-image, which equals self-control. And that's what gives you confidence. See, my books, my research shows the only time you stop working towards your goal is when you lose your confidence. When you lose your confidence, you become immobilized, you become paralyzed, you stop moving towards your goals, or you retract, which is even worse. So I'm going to show you something about belief. This is a table of belief. Now, if this table doesn't get legs really soon, it's going to fall. Why? It has no legs, has no supports. So in success in life, we call this references, the references that hold up your table of belief. The first thing you got to believe is yourself. Got to believe you can do it. You know, when I started out, I was having a little pity party. My mentor would say, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, you know, I didn't get a degree and my parents are poor and I sound like Ricky Ricardo." I did that. It was funny. And, you know, I live in a 200 square foot apartment. I eat tuna out of cans. I walk to work and, you know, so he said, "Stop it. You need some belief. You need some confidence. You need a little degree of confidence to be successful." And so he changed my mindset, my philosophy. So you got to believe in yourself. Next, you got to believe in what you sell, got to believe in your products and services. So it's very important that you believe so much that you, anytime you talk to someone, that if they don't buy from you, they're making a mistake. That's the way I look at things. When I speak on stage, if someone doesn't buy my package, they're going to buy some other speaker's stuff, and it's not going to be as good for them. Look at it that well. Know your products, know your competitors' products, know your services, know that they're great, and get to know your product knowledge so you are the expert in the field. I call you a PPS, a professional problem solver. Next, whether you're a one-man or a one-woman company, get yourself a mission, get yourself a vision, and believe in that mission and vision. And if you have a team, get them to believe in it. I'll cover that in a little bit. Next, self-leadership. Got to believe in self-leadership. If you know all the top producers that I know, all the successful men and women that I know, they are self-starters. They are self-starters. You got to be a self-starter. Got to have persistence, tenacity. Go, go, go. You can't stop. Don't let anybody stop you from your dreams and goals. And got to believe in training. Training. It's the only way to get better. Look, even this morning, I listened to Jim Rohn. I wanted to hear my old mentor. So I put on his How to Have Your Best Year Ever, listened to it while I worked out, and it brought back a lot of great memories and things that he taught me. So training. As most of you know, I'm one of the 4 approved speakers for the U.S. Army recruiters. So I go to the fort and I see them training. Why do you think they train so much? Because you got to be prepared. And you in life have to be prepared. So your goal is to become better every day, become better every day, become better every day, whatever you do. So how do you strengthen your strategic focus, Omar? Let's talk about that. First, you have to first take a look at strategic step number 1, clarify your position and strategy in your market. So what makes you so special? What's your unique selling proposition? And what can you do to bring that up a little more? Clarify your position and strategy in your market. Number 2, redefine your uniqueness. I said it before. What makes you so special, right? Redefine it. Think about it. Identify, engage yourself, enroll yourself, compel yourself to redefine your uniqueness and find out what makes you so special and what is your unique selling proposition. Number 3, refocus yourself. And if you have a team, refocus them. And I'll give you steps to do that soon. Make sure you refocus yourself and refocus your team to finish strong. So let's talk about identifying the key roles for execution. The first thing you need to do to identify the key roles for execution is have a why. Find your why. Find your goal. Why are you doing it? What goals are you setting for yourself and setting for your team? You know, Jim Rohn taught me when I was a young man. We went on a boat. He loved to sail. And we were sitting there with Mr. Murphy and a few other friends, and I was the youngster, of course. And he said, here's something you're going to learn today, son. They all call me son still. He passed away. I miss him a lot. And he said, we're on this sailboat, and guess what? We're not moving, are we? I said, yes, we're not moving. He says, the only way this boat can move, this sailboat, is by setting the sail. So what I want you guys to do is set your sails for movement towards completing cycles. Because if you don't set your sail with the right wind, with the right, way, you're going to stand still. So how do you do that? Now you got your goals. Now you got your why. You found your why. So you set clear objectives and goals to achieve the mission. Know yourself, know your business, and if you're lucky enough to have a team, know your team. Know what they do right, know what they do wrong, and help them with that. Number 2, make accurate action plans to make the mission. So what I believe in is time blocking, activity, and managing your day. And you do it every day, every day. So here's how you do this. You start out with, let's say, the last 3 months of your goal, finishing strong. Break that activity. You set that goal. Let's say your goal is to make 250K in the last 3 months. So now you need to do your numbers, reverse engineering, find out how many sales you have to make to get the 250K, and reverse it back to monthly, weekly, and daily amounts. Now you know how much activity you have to do, how much prospecting, how many presentations, and how many closed sales to get that 250, right? And that's how it works. Next, prioritize, organize, analyze, and if you're lucky enough to have a team, delegate effectively and execute the work. So prioritize, organize, analyze, delegate, and effectively execute the work. Really important. Next, communicate. Study training that you need to expand your capabilities and your people, and communicate clearly with other people so they don't mess up, okay? Follow through, measure results. This is a little thing that I learned from an old timer. It's called GPI. GPI, it's an acronym. The G is goal. Every day, review your results, measure your results, and if you have a team, measure their results. Check against plans and forecasts. The G is goal, check against the goal. The P is plan, check against the plan. The I is make sure you implemented it. And then the E is evaluate yourself and your team to see where you are and where you need to go. Really, this is one of my little quotes. Success is in the moment, make every moment count. It's in my books. And I really believe that every choice you make either moves you towards or away from your goals. And I believe that every time you come to the fork in the road where you have to make a choice, you should be doing at that moment, which is called moment of time, right? MOT, at the moment of time, you want to make a CSD, conscious success decision. So a conscious success decision could be positive or negative. You could choose, let's say you're at a restaurant and you had a big meal and you're full, but you still get dessert. Now you could say, I love the dessert. I only come here once in a great while. So you're going to go up and do a negative and eat the dessert. Nothing wrong with that. Just have to work out a little more the next day, right? But maybe you are feeling really like you're on some goals that you're losing weight. You're feeling really energetic. So maybe you say, you know what? I'll take it to go. And I made a conscious decision not to eat it right now. And I'll eat a bite of it tomorrow when I'm hungry. That kind of thing. All right. So each choice you make either moves you towards or away from your goals. So make sure you do more positive CSDs than negatives, because to get to a goal, the more positive conscious success decisions you make, the faster you're going to get to what you want. So let's talk about the law of the lid. This is the law of the lid. After you do this call that we're on, your energy is going to be a 9, I hope, right? But your level of a leadership ability, your success dedication is going to be a 9, but your leadership ability may be like a 3, right? We call this the law of the lid. One of my mentors, John Maxwell, taught me this. And He calls it the law of the lid. So let me explain to you the law of the lid. No matter where you are, everybody has a lid. Your effectiveness. Now, let me ask you a question. From 1 to 10, what is your effectiveness? Now, nobody's a 10, by the way. Nobody. Nobody gets to 10. No one is a perfect. There's no perfect. However, you can look, see where you are. Why? I call myself a lid knocker upper. My goal is to make you better every time you listen to me, you listen to my audios, you mentor with me, whatever it is. So the first thing I want you to ask yourself, from 1 to 10, what is your lid number? So you would now mark down your lid number. My lid is a 5, whatever it is, right? The next question you ask yourself is, would others agree with me about that lid number? Would others agree with me about that lid number? So you put that in there. What is that number? And then the third question is the most important question. What is my plan to lift my lid, to increase my lid, right? What are you going to do about that? And now if you have a team, ask yourself, what is the lid number of my team? Because there's only one business that you can outgrow the leader, and that's network marketing. Network marketing. In other businesses, like standard businesses, you cannot outgrow your leader. So if you work in a store, your people are they can't be better than you. So if you're a 7, they're a 6. Again, the only time you can outgrow the leader is in direct sales, network marketing. So if there's a big difference in what you know and what you do with what you know. So here's what happens if you take and apply all the training I'm teaching you. If you take that, your effectiveness increases. Now you become a 10 in success dedication, and in your leadership, self-leadership ability, you are an 8. So now you're growing and you feel good. And what it does, it creates momentum. And momentum is your best friend. And that's how you finish strong. So, question, are you going to get washed up? Are you going to get washed up? Or are you going to ride the wave with me? Yes, you're going to ride the wave. So let's get into it. How to achieve the winner's edge in pursuit of greatness. The first key to becoming effective is to work harder on yourself than you do on your dreams and goals. That's right. Put yourself under a pressure cooker. A diamond is formed under pressure underground. A diamond becomes this beautiful diamond under pressure. And it's important that you put yourself under pressure to learn all the materials that you can to become that beautiful diamond. Discipline, my favorite word, the ability to give yourself a command and follow it. Discipline, I love that word. If you could do everything you tell yourself to do, you need to do, can you imagine where you'd be right now? Discipline, the ability to give yourself a command and follow it. And by the way, nobody's perfect. Even I sometimes don't do this. Execution, I love this word too. The discipline of getting things done. So discipline, execution, never stay satisfied with present accomplishments. The only time I've ever grown, guys, is when I'm uncomfortable. So if you're uncomfortable, good. If you're comfortable, get uncomfortable, because you got to get uncomfortable to grow. And that happens by continuous and never-ending improvement, as I said before. So let's talk about what gives you the competitive edge. Training for today's entrepreneurs. The first thing I told you before, you need a purpose. Find your why. My why right now is to help you guys. That's why I'm doing this. I don't need to do this. I don't need to work another day in my life, but I'm doing this to help others the way I was helped. So my purpose is to help you. So work to learn, don't work for money. And let me give you the key ingredients for you to finish strong. Number 1, expertise, multiple streams of income. Number 1, become a PPS, professional problem solver, right? Become a professional problem solver and master multiple streams of income. Now, by the way, multiple streams of income is not another job. Multiple streams of income is not another 2 jobs. Multiple streams of income is, to me, MISs is when you multiple streams of income, right? MSIs are when you make money while you sleep and you're earning money while you sleep. When I call financial independence, financial freedom, when you can live on multiple streams of income instead of work. I love the work, though. I'd go nuts if I did. All my friends are retired. I'm not. The power of influence and persuasion. Here are the keys. I'm going to cover this on the next call next month, this whole thing, and break it down, all these steps. The first thing you need to do, I said earlier, pre-plan and prepare your day. Number 2, master activity and prospecting. Again, I will do this call for you in October. Next, develop and build rapport. Okay? Build rapport, build relationships. That's how you build your business, right? Everybody's heard this before. Your what? Your network is your net worth, right? Next, strategic questioning and listening techniques. Next, magnetic presentations that there's no excess. Every word you say moves them to yes. And then what I'm a master at is teaching negotiation skills and closing the sale. So I will be training you on this next month, and it's going to be something you'll want to keep forever. Follow up and follow through. See, I always tell people, if you want to build your business, you got to under promise and over deliver. So you follow up and follow through, because that's how you get referrals. And referrals is the name of the game. They've done research that referrals are 40 to 60 times more to say yes to your product or services when they get referred to you than if you get a cold call. All right. There's one more thing. Once you get super busy, you got to have a foundation, structure, and systems. Make sure you work on your foundation, your structure, and systems. Because if you don't, it's going to get clogged up. Your funnel will get clogged up if you don't have systems that you can apply that automatically do all the things you need to do. So if I could show you how to do this, what would that mean to you? Well, I'm going to. So how to achieve the winner's edge in pursuit of greatness. Maintain a positive attitude and high energy enthusiasm. I love the word enthusiasm and attitude. You know, if you take the word attitude and put a number on each letter, A being number 1, right? All the way to the end, it equals 100%. Attitude, if you put a number on it, equals 100%. And I love the word enthusiasm. I love the last 4 letters. I am sold myself. I am sold myself. So attitude and the high energy enthusiasm, being sold yourself, is how you pursue greatness. And that's how you do it. Next, remove the words I can't from your vocabulary. Speak with conviction. Replace those weak words with strong, positive ones like I can, I must, I will not be denied. Must do that. All right. So you have a choice to let it go. Don't try to analyze everything. You know, don't try to analyze everything that you do. Don't try to analyze other people. Just do what you can do, and don't worry what they're doing, because you can't change people unless they want to change. So you have a choice. Let go of the past. Don't try to analyze it. Learn from it if you can, or rationalize it, the negative. Simply let it go. It happened. It's over. Next. You can't go back into the past. If you can't learn something from it, drop it and move on. So I have something I want to share with you. Mentoring with me, Omar Periu, personal one-on-one mentoring. And I'm looking for 3 people. All you have to do is email me at info@omarperiu.com. My mission is your phenomenal success. Email me there, and we will set up a time to speak. There is an investment, but I'm very reasonable, and I will get you results, right? Mentoring with Omar Periu. Email me at info@omarperiu.com. My mission is your phenomenal success. So you got to ask yourself some questions. Do I want to be mentored by the master? Private mentoring, one-on-one with me. You can do 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year. You got to tell yourself, am I willing to invest in myself? Am I willing to invest in my future? Successes in the moment, make every moment count. Take action now. I have 3 positions available. And I'm so excited that you came here and listened to How to Finish Strong. I hope I've served you well. I wish you greatness. I wish you great success. Stay hungry and get things done. Stay strong, complete cycles. I wish you greatness.